on. If Matt Karak was a car, Vince Ardone, what car would he be?
You just said it, a Tesla.
I didn't say that.
Let's say it.
He'd be a Tesla.
Thank you.
I'd say he'd be a Ford pickup truck, a 4x4.
A Ford pickup? Like
No.
A Ford 250.
Even I know that.
a 250. A 250. That's a lot. That's a lot of
350.
horsepower.
That's a lot of horsepower.
I'd give you like a hybrid, like a
Prius?
like a Prius. Yeah. I'd give
Like a
you one of
Fiat
those.
500.
Yeah, Fiat. There it is.
Does
That's the
Eagle
one.
drive a Prius?
Do you have a Prius, Eagle?
No, he drives Lantra.
I know Lantra.
Very nice Lantra.
Now everybody knows. Smash his window.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the
Sorry, Eagle.
Div podcast calling the Audible. What's it called again this week, guys? Two belts and the flag.
2 slots, 1 flag.
Yeah, 2 slots, 1 flag. You're the flag.
That indeed. Let's recap the week that was in Division A, Division B. A lot of anger, frustration, pointing back and forth.
Yeah, it was a lot of anger.
I'm not,
What
I
did you
said-
say, Matt?
I said I'm not talking about it.
I know.
He's not here to defend himself.
I am elaborating, recapping history.
There was just
Jamal
words said
Gibbs,
face
OC.
to face, whatever. It is what it is. But that was his second. You are.
I had a UR first and then OC second. And of course, the UR was given because of, I don't know how to describe it, but...
What started all
Shoulder
this?
to the chest.
Alex Poslakis.
It was a defenseless
yeah.
receiver.
Who? Lanny?
No.
Alex Poslakis.
Kostelakis, with his head turned the opposite way. When he came back around, Chenard dropped his shoulder in his chest, and that was it. That's
Yeah.
what it
Yeah,
was.
the
Wow.
Schneider Sherbrooke shoulder there. Poof.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
what started it, basically.
And then it started up. There must have been... the game went an hour and 10 minutes. It delayed everything else afterwards. But
What else happened other than that?
Well, there was pushing from Anthony Como and Keyshawn Thompson, Theo Jaya, Pat Jerome, armbar wrestling going on,
Wow.
bench clearing brawl,
Wow.
bench
Bench
clearing.
clearing a couple
Wow.
times.
You know, I had to come in, be the Henry Kissinger.
Oh, yes,
He
Mo.
literally ran the other way.
I had to come in there
You
and
literally-
take care. I
literally
told
ran.
Nate, get the hell out of
You
here.
just
Omar
saw the
Jackson.
bench clear. He saw the benches clear. And he was like, "Oh, Rob,
Rob.
did I have something for you? Let's go talk about it in the
Rob,
corner."
my God, what the fight? What did I do? Could I call 911? There was that. What else? Some extracurricular verbiage going on.
Verbiage.
Yeah, a lot
Verbiage.
of
Yeah, there was a lot of extra,
verbal diarrhea.
A lot of
yeah,
extra.
a lot of
Verbiage.
extras. And then
We
yeah.
lost in the end. Yeah.
yeah,
You did lose.
All black, everything lost
You
in
did
the
lose.
end.
You did lose.
Lost like 3 guys. We
Yeah,
lost,
Tony Lanny was out upper
Tony
body
Lanny,
injury.
Jordan's.
He didn't
Omar.
play, right?
He didn't play either.
and neither did Omar Jackson, right?
Omar too, yeah.
So all right, I ask you first, Matt Kirak, your thoughts on the football game.
It is what it is. It's Montreal's Finest versus D-Boys, Roosters, Donkeys, All Black, everything, same team. It's always like this, every time. I mean, it should be a little bit more flag football than fighting, because that game was a little bit extreme. I think that's the worst it's ever been.
I think it's unfortunate that it's that now between you guys. I think it'd be a lot nicer to just see a nice
Exactly.
football game
So do
being
I.
played the flag way instead of being physical. But it's not
For
flag.
How
the
about
most
just
part-
play a game of Madden next time? You know,
That's
to-
what you said. That
yeah.
was not a funny joke.
It
then, and
was a
it's still
funny
not.
joke, actually.
What did you say?
I said, look, rather than these guys play on the field, let's play a game of Madden. Whoever wins that game gets
It would be just as competitive. Somebody's gonna catch a controller.
no,
in the back of the head.
online.
Online, yeah.
Oh,
Have to
like
be
nowhere
online.
close to
No,
each other.
nowhere
You'd have
close
to have
to
a
each other.
camera
Yeah.
on one guy and a camera on the other
Exactly.
guy. That'd be funny.
Keyshawn versus who? Jamal?
We should do an FPF Madden tournament.
Antonio Lane.
Oh, whoa.
Ew.
Ooh, wait.
Antonio's pretty good.
Yeah, that might be a little too
Moving on.
advanced.
A, B, and E are now 1 and 2, which is not a good start. Montreal's Finest is 3 and 0, which is a good start. Yeah.
So
So
was Rainmakers.
yeah.
And Rainmakers, another
Speaking
big
of
win
Rainmakers.
as they beat.
Before
Top
we
Gun.
start speaking about that, I just wanted to throw something out there.
Yes.
Did you guys see some of the team pictures? Like the difference between all the pictures that were taken at the new stad and every other
Papineau
picture
referencing
at
to it.
Papineau, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see the difference?
No.
Like
It
the
look-
pictures that were taken at Papineau, everybody looks like they're wearing makeup. It looks like there's a filter on the picture. It's just like
It's Rob that took those pictures, though.
no. You need to go look at. I think it's
it the lighting
Rainmakers' picture.
Ours? Our
No,
picture was
not
there, too.
yours. No, was it?
At
No,
Papineau?
I don't
Yes, it
think
was.
so.
I'm telling you right now, I was there.
Okay, but there are some I remember them like. Oh my god!
It's
Yeah,
true.
but that's kind of it affected my game when we played there the first game of the night.
Oh, you know what? You're moaning.
Dude, there's sun. There's
So
sun in the
once you
two
wear-
I
sides.
took a ball off the face, but I didn't complain quarterback. But in tight games like that, he's usually the one that comes out on the losing end.
Nardwan, your thoughts?
I'm just impressed by the fact that with the new additions not playing a big role in this game, like the Pilon brothers had 4 catches for 54 yards, they still put this beating on
Rajdi only had one catch, I think.
Rajdi
Rajdi had one catch,
One
yeah.
catch, yeah. So I'm impressed by what the Rainmakers are doing right now. And you know what? It's a testament to Kastner just sticking with it this whole time. Like, never really having that much success and finally putting together a roster that can help him, the receivers that can help him find success.
You know what? With the new additions,
I'm happy for him.
The new additions are going to put some eyes on the.
And they imploded the Top Gun roster. They didn't play well. The first half they were great. They were down 6. They came back, tied it up, could have gone up, and
You
then
got
the second
hot
half,
heads on that team. Though. You got Rashawn, you got Ryan,
Volatile.
you got Jamil.
Yeah.
All guys that if things start going a little bad, they start to freak out a bit.
Yeah. Division B. Nardwan, what caught your attention from the Division B games this past week?
What caught my attention? What I was going to speak about was what caught my attention for real was no regard Travis Moses, or no, on the Legends Travis Moses. It's his first season in Division A, and he's currently, I think, leading the two-way player of the year. He's destroying it offensively. I think he has 174 yards and 4 TDs, 11 tackles and 2 picks so far in 3 games. I think for somebody who's in their first season in the top division, he deserves some props.
Fair enough. We'll see if he wins two-way of the year.
We'll see.
Division B games.
Trying to be positive here.
What caught your attention from this past week's?
Simo Dajne pulling a Dajne.
Simo Dajne being a prick, thinking he's all that just because he's got 2 studs making freakish catches everywhere.
He's talking shit about Mo right now.
Listen,
And the worst is that he lost in the dark, so I'm sure you can blame the stadium lights going off.
it doesn't matter. He had 4 downs in the red zone to get it to Jamal or Marco.
And what do we say, Matt? He's going to pull his Dajne
He's
right
gonna
now.
Dajne
He's
this,
gonna
and he
Dajne
did
the
it.
game.
He's going to Dajne. How do you feel about that being a thing, pulling a Dajne?
Yeah.
You can't strut off the field like Johnny Bravo like you do in Div C.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
You ever see him?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, that's right. Nice catch, Marco. I'll see you behind the...
Moving on real fast.
Anyway, they had a chance to beat Grip and Rip, who I think is a front runner in Div B. It's
a good team.
They gave him a good run.
Grip and Rip.
They gave him a really good run.
Thanks to Marco and Jamal.
Yes.
But
Obviously.
not Simo.
No, far from it.
Not thanks to
And
Simo.
the other game was
Star City
smashing Laval's.
Oh my God, Star City
Without
looks good.
Raw match, too. Matt Renee was... pardon me. Not Matt.
It does. You know what?
No,
Matt Renee threw for...
My apologies. It
Matt
was
Renee threw
Anton
for
Sakis.
Monstars.
Monstars.
Yeah. Anton Sakis threw for Laval's finest, and he got crushed.
Yeah, but they had Theo, I think, right?
Theo J. did.
Threw for 9 touchdowns. You're getting there.
Preds, their shutout was ruined by the Darksiders, who scored on the last play here. They went 32-8, but they look very impressive with their defense. If they play more consistently here, they could definitely be a tough out.
Not a fan.
Still a Floriani throwing.
2.5 Dans.
I said he was just looking at it like, nah.
2.5 Dans. Having the Fun Boys number once again, winning by 5, 32-27. Any thoughts on that, Nardwan? I know you don't play for them anymore.
They know my thoughts. At 2.5 Dan.
Maddie, just quickly here, who's more angrier when they woke up Wednesday morning? Was it ABE or Top Guns by the way that they lost that football game? All right, so Vince, who in Division A will rebound from their 1 and 2 start? Will it be ABE or Top Guns to maybe make a run for a top 2 spot?
Well, let's just be serious for a second. ABE is 1 and 2 with a plus 13 overall, plus minus, and Top Guns is 1 and 2 with a minus 30, or I think, or minus 36.
Because they got stomped by the finest.
Exactly. So that's the difference. The difference is they lost a game by 1 point, and then they lost a game to Finest by 6, I think. Yeah. The top teams, which is one of them. And then like when you look at the Rainmakers with 3-0, they haven't played ABE or Finest yet.
Yeah.
So it's all gonna come. You're gonna get a real good look at things after week 5 when everybody's played each other once, so you can kind of get a real testament of what things are or should be looking like.
Rainmakers,
Logical, man.
at 3-0, are the Rainmakers the best team in Division A in your mind?
Right now?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You'll
I
play
think
them
so.
this week, though. So
I
you'll
do.
see
I think they
firsthand.
are. I think with the squad that they have, like Vince said, for once, they've actually put together a squad with...
But could they fall into their traditional mid-season swoon, though, that they've always gone through?
Of course they can. Mokan.
It's a possibility, but
everything's a possibility. But I told you this before. Like, I don't think that the addition of Paz Jerome and Chenard is going to have a bigger effect on the team than the Pilons and Rajdi being added to the Rainmakers.
I wouldn't say they're the best right now. Like I wouldn't give them all that because they haven't played the defending champion in D-Boys and the Finest who have been dominating the division for a long time. So until they've beaten one of those two teams, like let's say they end up 4-1 after 5, I'd say their first 5 game is a great success because of the new pieces coming in, filling in, trying to gel. The back 5, the tail end of the season it should be a 5-0
so
if you can be 4-1 in the top 5.
If they're 4-1, they lose to the Finest next week. Let's say they beat ABE, okay, hypothetically. If they're 4-0, Finest say they're 4-0, and they lose to the Finest on a last play touchdown by 2 points.
Then it's a classic Rainmaker. It's always the same thing.
So would you still say they're the best team, or they're
I didn't say they were the best team. I said I wouldn't give them that.
All I'm saying, Kevin Wyeth is on his game. We played him this week, just passed. He's same old.
Are you
Kevin.
asking me if Finest is the best
no,
team?
no,
or
Rainmakers.
Rainmakers. Okay.
So if I'm looking at it because they've added new guys and whatnot, they're still the same team to me. So if I'm just saying they're the most improved. How about that? Rainmakers are the most improved.
All right.
Definitely most improved.
STL Ascension in Division B with a 3-0 start. Have we underestimated STL this year? We've not talked much about them, but they're off to a really good start this season.
Yeah, they're off to a good start. They only beat one half decent team in the Kings, and then they beat Gladiator. They got Alex.
You guys say that they're not a good team. What's the
They
matter with you?
they got Lever, who's got more interceptions and touchdowns after 3 games. And who else? Who else
So
did
you're
they
seeing
beat?
the pretenders then?
Okay, hold on. They're not. They might not be pretenders, but it's one of those teams that are 3-0 right now, but they haven't been up against.
Look, they play
anything
Star
decent.
City week 10, so we'll find out then. I guess I don't know,
Yeah, they have a soft schedule.
but you can't really say that.
You can say that. 100% you can say that.
All right, Matt. Why do you believe that they're the best team or one of the best teams in Division B for STL?
I don't know. Defensively, they look solid, and for me,
Jay playing very well.
it's not just he's got 3 picks and 5 PDs, which is pretty good for 3 games.
Guillaume De Palma playing pretty well.
But altogether, they have 15 PDs and 8 picks. As a team in 3 weeks, that's fantastic, and I love defensive teams, obviously.
Okay, so is this dependent on Dylan Taylor, who's had good games, bad games? He's not been consistent enough to say he's a great quarterback, or Jamie Ojea, who is a phenomenal two-way player for STL and other teams he's played for?
Well, Theo's the kind of guy that gives your whole team confidence, by plays that he makes defensively or offensively. But right now, Dylan Taylor is pulling.
Theo?
Jamie.
Sorry,
Ojea,
Jamie Ojea. Dylan is pulling his own weight on offense. At least he's averaging 5.3 touchdowns per game, which is a minimum of 32 points, not counting extra points. That's a lot of points per game. That's enough for your team to feel like you can win every game that you go into. So, yeah, I'm not giving them full credit for being 3-0, but they are playing well against below average teams. They just got to bring their game. I think they've got to bring their game up one more notch to be a real contender.
They just got to keep their defensive game up. If Dylan does have a bad game here or there,
Yeah.
they got to keep this pace up.
Well, they added some nice pieces to be able to do nice things that would. You've always had Ojea and Brent, and now they have Kyle Lebowski and De Palma who can pull their own on defense, which makes it a pretty solid defense.
I have a question for you, Vince.
From Brent for sure.
Actually, it's from Matt Kirak. My apologies. He put your name in there. Brent Calendar.
Yeah, look at that. I knew it. We're talking about
obviously
STL. You get a tweet for sure. It's Calendar.
That Pretty Boy BC. Love the show, boys. Vince still throwing the shade as usual. Kirak, which Division B QB has disappointed you the most?
Disappointed me the most so far.
Yes.
Hey, ooh.
He always disappoints me, for the most part, in the past couple of years. Fun Boys, Phil Cutler.
What?
Oh,
But I have a quote from James Floriani
Oh.
asking him why The Incredibles are so bad this year.
Oh,
And he says,
fuck.
"Kid, Greg Stern sucks right now." And then I asked Harry Tam, and he concurred.
that is not the truth. I will deny that statement.
What?
I was there when this conversation went down.
Yeah, I'll say Fun Boys, Mr. Cutler.
All right. fair
And Mike
enough.
Roy, considering I played
Oh,
him.
Mike.
way
Whoa.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
give this man a
man.
chance.
I'm just saying, I played
He's
him.
not a
way
quarterback.
back.
Man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
When's the last time he threw in this league?
I'm just saying, I played him.
2010, I believe.
My first year playing in this league in 2008, I played him, and he had the Titans, and they
Yeah.
were very good
All right.
with him as quarterback. So I'm
Uh,
just used to him like that back in the day. That's all I'm saying.
Who are you buying to finish with an undefeated year? GNR, Star City, or STL?
Hey, Star City.
Yep.
Okay, who's more likely to make it to the finals? One
Star City.
or a combination of
Now,
teams here?
just Star City.
Okay.
Screw you, Vinny Colano, man. I told you.
Kings, yes, they're coming off losses to STL, but where do you see this team? In the penthouse or in the middle of the pack?
Who's this, Kings?
The Kings. Are they a contender or are they more a pretender right
I'm
now?
hoping they're a upper end team, but with Mathieu René's
really, really close games and then got blown out somewhere. So, I mean, it's not good. It's not good enough for me. Sorry, Kings.
I'm saying middle of the pack.
The way the schedule's set
Yeah, I'll
up,
give them middle of the pack.
they could be an 8-win team by the way the schedule is set up. A relatively easy schedule by all means.
They do have a super easy schedule. They do.
I think they
if
play.
they-
How easy is their schedule?
It's ridiculously easy.
They play most of Conference A. Is that why?
By the end of this season, we'll retally how many wins the team they've played against have. Let's put a
totals.
pin in that. Let's
The
put a pin
totals
in
of
that.
Their schedule, Kirak. Casket Closers, they'll win that game. Red Raiders, they'll win that game. Star City, the toughest game.
That's the
left.
only one.
Only tough game. Glads, whatever. VPC, they'll win that game. No Regard, I think they'll win that game.
Wait,
in
VPC 's
2.5
playing-
days.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Robbie
saying.
Robinson.
Don't talk crap about
Robbie
man.
Robinson is destroying Division B right now. He's leading
put up
Division B
stats,
as a
right?
quarterback.
But the defense is my biggest
It doesn't
concern.
matter. They always come together at some point.
Oh, they're going to be the new ONS.
And make a run
Probably, yeah.
for
That's
money
actually
here.
a good comparison.
By the way, Jadaridi, you talk about two-way player of the year in Division A. I think Jadaridi could be your leading horse for the Division B two-way player.
I don't know why you say that because I don't see that at all.
He's got 3 picks and he's got 15 catches for 109
Yeah, but
yards and
he
5
has
TDs.
good stats, except there's a lot of other players who have better stats both
I'm
ways.
just saying, Jadaridi will
I'm
put
just
up the stats.
saying.
He
I
is a
haven't seen the
horse.
Kings play yet, but
He is a horse.
he the check
Yeah,
down?
he's a stud. He's a
is
player.
the check down from the snap like he was
Absolutely.
with
But
Monstars.
but if you watch Jad very closely, he's developed the ability to create yards after catch.
Of course.
And,
He's fast.
He's fast. Like he'll turn a 4-yard hook into like an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, of
and
course,
make
yeah.
it 2nd and 2.
He's got to never his motor never turns off. So he'll catch like 3 or 4 outs and he'll get deflagged right away. But he always continues his route. Like he'll always keep running
Yeah.
for that one time where you miss his flag and he's just gonna burn it up for 40.
The 1 and 2 teams in Division B. Who is the most overrated 1 and 2 team we have right now?
Overrated?
Yeah, overrated.
Overrated 1 and 2 team.
Yeah,
I feel like they're not overrated if they're 1 and 2.
Well, there's some teams out there.
Okay, Fun Boy.
Fun Boys could be one, right?
Yeah,
No.
I would have gone with lightweight. Simon Dejne, the Dejne
They're
special.
not. No, they should be 1 and 2. They should be 0 and 3.
Man, you got Theo
I'm just- yeah,
Ojea,
but
Marco
Jamal wasn't
Massio.
there first game or first 2 games.
Come on.
Overrated.
Yeah.
In your humble opinion, I know there's a cluster of 1 and 2 teams.
In my opinion,
in your opinion, do you think there's a team that maybe might make a run for a top tier spot?
yeah. Well, I mentioned those teams because of their value and their
Ambassador Zaquan.
And a big one for them.
yeah, huge win for them. Actually, they looked really good against us, the Incredibles.
Once that chemistry gets together, man.
Perry had a really good game offensively and
And a bump on
defensively.
his
2
forehead.
big picks. Yeah, he ran into his own player. I forget his
Danny Demore.
Daniel Demore. Danny Demore.
Zaquan, I think, are the one that are going to make a run. If out of all the other ones, there's 8 of them there that are. 1
I
and
give
2.
Fun Boy a run. I'll give them a run.
Not if Phil Cutler keeps throwing off his back foot, man.
Well, put Liam at quarterback.
Yeah, well, you do that. There you go.
And you wonder if maybe, I don't think they will.
They won't.
They won't.
They won't?
They won't. They won't.
Are they still friends with you after you quit
Bailed
their
on
team?
them?
Bailed their
Went with the
Traitor?
the Duke Blue Devils of
Ew.
Division B,
Bada,
the
bada,
Nordic
bada.
Fighting Irish.
I
Division
love how you
B.
guys made the schedule for us to play each other week 1.
I
wasn't
didn't make any
I.
schedule.
No, not you.
Simon Dajne was on the schedule.
Simon Daj.
Hashtag blame Dajne. Speaking of Incredibles, Laval's Finest, that is the big game of the week, of course, in Division B. Both coming off dead losses. No Rod Mastrip for Laval's Finest last week. He was in Jamaica. Both have tough schedule after this duel here. I'll ask you this question, Vince Nardone. Why has the Incredibles offense stagnated, struggled?
I don't know.
Oh, what?
Well, the first play of the game is always going deep ball, right? It's pretty
I don't know.
obvious. But look at the talent. Yeah,
I like to plead the fifth.
Why? You have Marco Bertoli, you have yourself. I know Jacob Pearson was not there last week. You have playmakers, but yet your offense is sort of meddling in the middle to the lower tier of this Division B.
I'd like to
Yeah,
revert
I'd like
back
to
to,
plead the fifth.
James Floriani's quote. Maybe Greg just has a little bit of rust.
Okay, well, give
A little bit of rust.
Fine.
That's all I'm saying.
A little bit of rust is right. Yeah.
Why are you smiling?
No, because it shouldn't be any other way. I mean, the guy hasn't thrown in what, a year and a half. He comes back. We'll come around. We'll turn the corner. No problem.
I'm not worried
Just
about
give
that.
us time.
You'll be 5-5.
Shut up. Shut up.
Division 4 bound, here they come.
Yeah.
So that's your answer.
You've seen all our games, Mo. What's your answer?
I think timing is an issue. I think it's tough, though, right? I mean, whether it's any sport or in life, if you go from one thing to another thing with a long layoff, you're not the same person, right? You don't have the same chemistry, the timing issue. In this case, for Greg Stern playing that quarterback position in a very, very competitive Division B,
Yeah, that's also the
it's
difference.
very tough. Very tough. This was like Division C or Division D. I think he would get more acclimated much faster, but I think right now.
Was that your problem when you were in Div 6, Mo?
Maybe.
Timing
Maybe. Maybe.
or your
Maybe.
finger?
Maybe my finger, yes. It's getting better, actually. We're at now
6 years later?
No, 74% healthy. We're on our way.
So are you planning a comeback?
Well, who knows?
To FPF?
People have been asking me that question. You never know, right?
Actually,
Who needs a bigger game this week? Rob Masterstoba or Greg Stern?
Who needs to have a bigger game?
Yeah. You think
This
about
this is on Greg. Greg's got to. I mean, Rob's been doing all right.
False fans, but they're gonna have Theo playing.
Are
Is that
they?
what you were telling me?
No.
So that's what Terry was telling me. So Theo is gonna be playing for Finest.
Okay.
Laval's
It,
fine.
it should make for a really, really fun game to be part of, to be honest. But I think more pressure's on Greg because of the internal pressure, the pressure he puts on himself. Rod is an easygoing quarterback with a lot of experience. He's able to wrap his mental game back around
there
socks.
you go.
Huh?
Marco wears the high socks.
And sleeves.
It's the same. It's the
Yeah.
same swag.
Monstars Top Guns. 3.5 points for Top Guns.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I'll take Top Guns.
Yeesh.
Okay.
Give me Monstars to win their first game of the season.
Oh, wow. All right. fair
Wow.
enough.
I like it. Mokan, what about you?
I think Monstars win their first game of the year.
Nice.
Yes, Mo. Yes, Mo.
Red Raiders, no regard. 7.5 points for no regard.
Wow. What?
Okay, did you not see? He didn't see the play, did you? It was Sunday.
One play?
Red
Who
Raiders.
were you asking that question to right there? He didn't see the play there. Did he? He didn't see the play.
Red
Who?
Raiders.
Talking to the water bottle.
Red Raiders are on the cusp of winning this game. Extra point attempt, 2-point convert. Rob White gets the lateral pass. He avoids one rusher. And all he has to do is throw it in the end zone. Maybe they win it by 1. He ran 5 yards, stopped, and he threw it into the end zone,
Yes, Rob.
realizing that, oh, man, I messed up.
And I could picture Rob just being like,
So because of that, it's
Oh,
7.5 point difference?
no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that's the reason why the
made these
spread got.
spreads?
It's Vegas. It's Vegas. It's Vegas.
Let's
I'm gonna go against that spread, please.
So am I.
Okay.
That spread makes no sense.
Nonsense.
Preds, GNR, 5.5 points for GNR. And this could be a
I
very...
dislike both teams equally.
Okay.
Give me
Give me Preds to cover.
GNR.
To cover.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the spread?
5.5.
Wow. GNR.
Incredibles, LV's finest, 4.5 points for LV. Kirak, who do you have?
Give me the Incredibles.
You better not pull a GM and
To
go against your own
cover.
team.
Jem went against his own team.
Yeah, you don't remember that
That's
years
a
back?
bitch move.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. In his article, even, so it was in writing.
Wow.
Who do you have, Matty?
I had Laval's finest.
I, too, will have Laval's finest.
Fucking rude. Both of you can go to hell.
You have little hands.
Oh, by the way, heads up. Who's the home team in that game?
We
pennies. Oh,
so,
yeah. We have to do it. You're
yeah.
going to do it.
So you're
They
the home
have to
team,
wear
so they have to wear
pennies.
pennies. Rainmakers, ABE, 2.5 points for ABE.
Terry. We're home, right? Against. Okay.
Not happy. Oh, he's happy. That's right. He plays on a new team. I forgot Terry plays on a new team.
You got like 9
Everyone
balls last
forgets.
week.
Yeah, he did. Rainmakers, ABE, 2.5 points for ABE.
Ooh. Wow.
And if we look back
That's
to the
weird
win,
that you gave us that, though, with a 1-2 record.
well, last year,
It's a lot of love.
Rainmakers,
It's a lot of love.
Rainmakers,
Give me Rainmakers.
Rainmakers had a 10 or 12 point lead on you guys with 5 minutes to go. You guys ended up winning by 4 or 5.
They weren't playing against the same roster, though.
You know,
Rainmakers didn't have the same roster, and they didn't have the same roster. Rainmakers got a lot better, and I think they downgraded.
I will take ABE.
Plus, we have injuries.
Yes.
Well, that's what I
injuries.
mean. That's
Yeah.
part of my downgrades.
ABE will win this game.
I think Rainmakers.
Outright? We need to do a different segment.
I learned that Eagle is back on mass control.
Dajne is Dajne.
I heard
Dajne
pulling a
stuff.
Dajne is a thing, and I hope I never do it.
Good morning, Marseille. Ciao.